Hello, hello, hello. We are back for another video. Thank you guys for joining. It is Thursday, 4:37 in the day. I just got back home, to be honest with you guys. I've been out and about running some errands. Y'all, let me tell you what I did today. Y'all know today is my husband's birthday, right? I don't usually be sharing my little personal information because I'm real private. But I'm going to share this because I thought this was like the funniest thing. Okay, so I went to take my husband. I went to go surprise my husband, first of all. I went by and I got him a cake, a card, and a little gift. So I went to his job, surprised the hell out of him. He was not expecting it. First, I called up there to make sure he hadn't left for lunch yet, okay? Because I wanted to surprise him. So he was still there. I said, let me hurry up and get there because I know about what time he goes to lunch. So I went to his job and I surprised him, picked him up, gave him his cake and all the other stuff that I brought for him. And I took him to a very nice place for lunch, all right? And we went and did lunch for his birthday. He was super shocked when I came in with the balloons and the cake and all that. He was like, hey, what are you doing? He was not expecting that at all. So I picked his ass up and took him to like this really nice spot for lunch, and we actually had a good lunch. It was really really nice. So he was real shocked and he was real surprised to see my ass pop up just out of the blue like that because he was just like, "What is going on?" But it turned out so good. I was like, "Oh my god!" And because I had a couple errands I had to run first. I had to run by and get the cake. So it was just like, I was just like, oh my God, like Sonic the Hedgehog, trying to run, trying to get stuff done so I can shoot my ass over there and make sure I get there before his ass just ran off and went to lunch. I was just like, Lord, please don't let him leave before I get there. But it all worked out like I planned. So yes, I was happy. And I'm always surprised. And he never know that I'm surprising him or doing nothing because he just be so focused on everything else and work. So him seeing me walking in with this cake and these balloons, and everybody's like, "Oh, happy birthday!" He was like, "What's going on?" But yeah, that turned out good. I was just like, "Oh, thank you, Jesus." He can leave for lunch because I would have been so mad. I don't even got all this shit to go and surprise him, and his ass was gone. But it turned out right. So thank God for that. But let's get into the show. I wanted to share that because I thought it was so funny just stand there watching him when he saw me come around the corner with all this stuff. He was super surprised. So yeah. I'm so mushy like that, y'all. I love stuff like that. But and then one of his favorite restaurants, because me and him like seafood, so we went to this place that have real good seafood, and he enjoyed it. So it was really good. Of course, I had to get me a drink. He couldn't get a drink because he had to go back to work. So I was like, look, I get a drink for me and you. Real nice rum punch, and it was good, y'all. Oof. I was like, girl. Oh Lord. So yeah, so shout out to me, honey. Shout out to me for doing my big work. All right. Yeah, he was he was like, what is going on? The look on his face. I should have took a picture. But yes, let's get into the show. So I'm all about surprises. What's today? Thursday? I'm probably doing another surprise tomorrow, all the way up until Saturday. I got something for his ass all week long. Okay, it's gonna be something else again tomorrow. That's how I be. Because he always go out for my birthday. When my birthday comes, it's all about me. And it'd be the same way, stuff I don't even expect. So I got him. Okay. He gonna absolutely have a great birthday. Saturday gonna be like lit. We have a RSVP huge party planned for Saturday. DJs. That's my say. I love it. Oh, I'm going all out. So we got DJs. It's a black tie event, so everybody's wearing black. We got, everybody's coming from everywhere to be here. It's supposed to be a lot of people too. So we have a DJ, we have caterers, we have security will be there. It's a huge venue downtown. It's gonna be huge. So he's gonna be like, it's gonna be one of those. So yeah, so we're gonna get dressed up in our nice clothes, honey, and step out and have a good doggone time. I'm excited. I feel like it's my damn party. I feel like it's my party. So it's gonna be lit. So we're gonna see how everything turn out. Thank the Lord. Let's move on though, honey. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Let's move on. Say, Camera, don't forget to feed him the awesome cake. I left the cake with him at work, so he's gonna be eating it. Probably him and some coworkers probably gonna be eating it. He'll get more cake. He'll be more cake. So it was like a little something for him today, just so he'll know, okay, it's your birthday. I'm just coming to like do a little surprise for you, take you somewhere where you know, just a little something today. And then tomorrow I'll do something else and surprise. He ain't gonna know. I ain't even gonna mention it. He probably ain't even watching this damn video. I hope not. But anyway, so yeah, that's how we do, child. It's always over the top. So that's how we try to keep it. But let's get into the show because we have a few topics I want to run through before I got to get out of here again to go pick my son up from after school. All right, so say have a ball, Miss. Yeah, we do. Thank you, Sheila Rumpf. We have a real good time, and I plan real good parties too. I go all out, like I plan really good parties. So if you ever want to have a good time, I'm your girl. Okay, for real, I'm your girl. All right, so let's get into the show. And I know how to surprise people, and they don't know too, because and I'm always so secretive about it. You be like, "What's going on?" Oh, nothing. Whole time it'd be a whole party, you didn't even know about it. That'd be me. That's how I be. But let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. I cannot wait for him to see his gift Saturday too. That's gonna be crazy. Y'all, I spent a lot of money this coming up week, y'all. I spent a lot of money trying to make sure this man have a great birthday, and I know he is going to enjoy every single moment. But thank God for that. So let's move on, child. Let's move on. All right, let's get that put up because I need that. All right, boom. All right, so as you guys can see on my screen, as you guys know, Remy Ma and Papoose have been fighting. I'm about sick of them already, and it just started. Well, not started today, but it's the heightened part of it. Pretty much is today. Of course, y'all know Papoose is saying Remy Ma cheated on him first. He was saying that during the time she was locked up, he went to go and see her damn near like every day that she was locked up. He was taking care of her son while she was locked up, only for her to get out and cheat on him and just kind of destroy things. And now they are looking at trying to get divorced. She doesn't want to sign the papers, according to him. She has moved on with somebody else, a very mediocre rapper, which Papoose already had to knock his ass out. Now, I don't condone violence, but he got to talking smart, and Papoose knocked him out. Easy to block. We can go ahead and call your name. Easy to block. He is supposed to actually be working for, I think, Remy Ma. He's like a battle rapper. No one to even be talking about. But anyway, she downgraded for a no-name rapper. And now that Papoose has decided to move on to somebody else, Remy is in her feelings. She's mad. And let's get into all these receipts, and we're going to move past it because I'm sick of them already. This shit is so fucking toxic. All right, so this is an interview that I pulled up from Remy Ma, from Papoose, where he's talking about this whole situation with Remy Ma. Let's get into it.
I was personally seeing you, when Remy was away, and I was seeing you in the club, being respectful, no woman around, holding it down like a man. You could have been popping bottles, throwing shit. What made you stay like so solid like that?
Well, when you get married, man, you take vows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to listen to those wedding vows when you do that, because you signing up for that and you taking those vows before God.
Right.
So I take that serious. I'm not going to stand here and say, to love, to honor, protect, sick and for health, richer for poor, to death do his part, and then go do the opposite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I take that very serious, and I try to live up to it.
So the whole time, you don't have to answer this. The whole time,
yeah, you're a funny nigga. You don't gotta answer this.
We can edit this out just in case. But the whole time, you didn't have sex at all. You didn't.
I had sex with my wife.
Oh,
we had conjugal visits.
Oh, damn, that was good. All right. I thought it was rough. Oh, okay.
It was rough in the beginning. Like in the beginning, when we were reconciling, we didn't have conjugal visits. We still was making it happen. We still finding our way. You know what I mean?
So I was personally seeing you.
So you see, he would go and he was doing his due diligence as a husband to come and see her to make sure she was held down, gave her a little conjugal visits and all of that. And that's weird how he held her down for all those years, and for her to ask to get out and do some shit like that, I would be mad, because that's time you cannot get back. Like for real. All right, let's move on to the next topic because we got more receipts for these clowns, child. I'm sick of them. Ooh, I prayed that they would figure this out. I was like, Lord, maybe this is just a phase. Maybe they're just mad right now and they'll get it together. But obviously, it looks like they are done, because they are. When you start bringing shit to social media like this, I don't know how you can come back from this, because this is like too much. All right, so Remy Ma shows proof that she was with her daughter on Christmas, despite Pap's claim, says that he tries to make her look bad to uphold the black love image. All right, so this is what she had to say. Says that this is what Remy Ma says, that now he is calling, saying that hold up, that I take it down. He said that he took it down after you post a whole damn lie. Says that I'll take them down and stop after this. So they both being petty. Says that Christmas last year, Papoose says all you do is lie. Is that you looking okay in the background? Says that regardless of what, I am with my baby on an important day. Says you have a bad gambling problem and tried to press me for money to have a smooth divorce. Says that I've been asking you to leave and let's quietly divorce for years, but you said that this is the only way that you're leaving. Says that is this with says is with a public blow up. Says that you know that I'm not the social media type and you abuse that. Says the same way that you use the morals that I have to my upbringing and so-called gangster girl image against me. Says that filming me saying things like, oh, not Remy Ma going to call the police for help. Says that you a snitch, you a rat. Says that call your brothers, call Joe. Says that why would I involve my loved ones who actually love you too? Says that seen that go wrong too many times and I know that I can beat you. That I can't beat you. I'm sorry. Says that so just let you keep ODing on me. What? Says that you tried to isolate me from everything and everyone, and my dumbass was telling them, no, don't say nothing about the real you. Says that you do anything to keep the black love image. She says that I helped build you, and you was okay with the lies being told about me. Says that how many friends and family of mine have you purposely made unconditionally or uncomfortable, and pushed away. Most importantly, my daughter worships me and I'm a fantastic mother. And you know that. Says that I take great care of her. Don't try to paint that narrative. Says that now we can both stop pretending and hiding. So she's saying, hey, she's happy pretty much that this situation between them is out so that they can stop pretending and hiding about this whole situation about their marriage/relationship. So let's go ahead and play this because this is what they shared. Obviously, there's no sound. So this is them proving that, this is him proving he was there with their daughter, which is right here because she looked just like Remy Ma, for Christmas. Okay, I don't see Remy nowhere. Where's she at? That's him. That's the daughter. He's saying she won't there. I don't know. So Papoose then responds by saying, while I was home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy Ma was, meaning with that's easy to block right here, who Papoose punched in the face. Says that now that I finally moved on, she's angry and making up lies. Narcissist, I told her that we could divorce like adults. Says that she refuses to do that because I wouldn't lie and say that I didn't knock this chump out. I told you. Says that I still got the messages of her begging me to lie about the knockout. Says, but who cares? Says he didn't throw one punch back, super soft. Last time I saw this chump, he was in the fetal position. Damn. Says that everybody saw it when I knocked him out at Remy Ma, woke him up. Damn. Says, and went home with him for 4 days. Says that I went home with my daughter. As you can see, she couldn't wait to lie about it again. Shaking my head, narcissist, that I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. I knocked him out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. That's respect right there. I ain't mad at that, okay? You playing in somebody's face and then come up and trying to shake their hand being fake. You got your ass laid down. Am I mad about it? Hell no. It's what you get. Hashtag narcissist, hashtag ex-wife. That's what Papoose had to say. So this is him admitting to knocking Easy the block out. All right. And that's him with Remy Ma. They're booed up. Looks like around Christmas time. As you can see, Papoose showed that he is there with his daughter, while Remy Ma is nowhere to be found. So I don't know who's telling the truth, but a picture and video does tell 1,000 words. Let's move on. Ciao. This is getting so messy. All right, there are more receipts. We about to move on, y'all. It's just so much going on today between them, and I'm trying to catch it all so we can kind of bridge it all together like a puzzle. Oh, child. Remy Ma gonna suffer a little bit because, like I told y'all this morning, Papoose is a ghostwriter for her a lot in her albums. A lot of stuff that a lot of her hit records that she had out, he kind of ghost wrote a lot of her stuff. So I don't know how her writing skills are, but I do know how his is, and he is a great rapper. A lot of people don't really know that about him because he's more so behind the scenes, but I follow stuff like this, so I know, and I've heard him, and he is real nice on the mic and with the pen. So shout out to Papoose. I love me some damn Papoose. I really hope that they could could have gotten this together. But as you guys can see, Papoose has decided to move on after waiting for Remy to get her shit together. She's decided she doesn't want to come back, so he moved on to boxing champion Clarissa Shields. If you guys don't know who she is, look her up. Okay, she got hands. Everybody that she fights, she beat their ass. She got several belts. I follow her too because y'all know I'm into boxing. I love stuff like that. But she is one of the best, one of the greats. If you guys look her up. So Clarissa Shields has a message that she is sending out to Remy Ma. They are arguing online, and Clarissa says to Remy Ma, she says, "I can't believe that a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this. Clown behavior." Remy Ma responds by saying, "I'm not 45 yet, but you are 29, and I'll say this. You're not aging like wine." Says again, though, "I'm not your enemy. Tell your boyfriend to buy you some flowers and gifts." And he didn't answer any of his phones because he was with his girl from California this week. How you know, child? Okay. Let's get into the next one, child. All right, so Clarissa has responded back to Remy Ma and says, Clarissa Shields versus Remy, real Remy Ma, which is Remy Ma, February the 2nd. Come and get your ass whooped and crash out. So she is challenging Remy Ma to a celebrity boxing fight or match, rather. Of course, we have not heard anything from Remy Ma, and I hope that we do not, because this will not be a good thing. Now, they are both great fighters. From what we know, Remy is street. Remy is known for beating people's ass, but I don't think she can beat Clarissa. Please go look at, please go YouTube Clarissa Shields and see what kind of hands she got. She's fast and she hits very hard. Okay, she's fast and she hit very hard. I don't think Remy would last one round in the ring with this girl. So I hope they just keep it to social media and not street, because that could be very bad. So she is challenging, like I said, Remy Ma to a fight. We'll see. She says February 2nd. If Remy Ma replies and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be watching," because that is something I want to see. All right. So Remy Ma is still going back and forth. And she posts somebody's phone number. I don't know whose phone number that is. Says, "Okay, love, I'm not happy, but all right, I'm gonna stop." Says, "Don't worry to stress you more than you already are, so I'm just gonna stop." She says, "And how I feel is not warranted. I'm just tired of talking and you're not hearing me, so I can't. Thank you for your honesty, though." Says it, "That's always the best option." Said that you're gonna do whatever you feel that you want to do. I won't say nothing else. And she put a finger up like this, the emoji. Says that I asked for gifts. Says that I asked for gifts. I'm tripping. I express I'd like flowers. I'm tripping that I want. So I think she is showing a text message that Clarissa maybe wrote Papoose, it looks like. Weird. Says that I'm just laying here feeling stupid. So Remy Ma is saying here, says, "Hey, Miss Shields, I am a one-woman boyfriend or one boyfriend woman." Says it the same way I was a one-woman husband. I don't know about that, baby. Says it, "And I'm a good woman at that. Hence why mother effers won't just go." Says, "Oh, and he's never going to buy you anything because he thinks that he's the prize, that he's a taker and not a giver. Plus, I'm the one with the bag. LOL, please." Okay. So that's what she's telling Clarissa. But Clarissa got her own bag. I mean, she don't need his money. She got her own damn money. That's the whole thing about this situation. She don't need his money. She has her own money. So whether he do anything for her or not, she can buy her own whatever she wants. So Papoose got money too because he's a ghostwriter. They make very good money. Songwriters make very good money. And he will forever get a bag off Remy because he wrote a lot of her songs. So clock that. Moving on. All right. So let's get into some Mel and Martel news. Now, this has been going on for so long between the two of them. Just to show you guys the level of petty that Martel likes to be in, I pulled up a video that I found. All right. Let's look at this video right quick. This video of Martel with his petty ass. So he is threatening this is kind of old. Okay, this is, I want to say like 2019. This is when everything kind of started, when Mel decided that she was leaving Martel. Mel, she did a live first saying that Martel was getting ready to put out a live about her because he had already put out a post, like a warning, saying that he was getting ready to tell everything that was going on between he and Mel, and he was going to reveal some stuff about Mel because that's how petty his ass is. So Mel went live to tell her followers that she don't know what Martel is getting ready to say, but she is waiting to see what it is and da 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 da. Let's get into it.
inboxing me. Some of you have been texting me, asking me what is going on, what is up with this video that Martell Holt has decided to post today. I really don't know. I have no idea where his mind is, why the hell he done took it to social media at that. However, since he keeps saying he got some stuff to get off his chest and he got to put the truth out and all of that, then I'm going to get some stuff off my chest too. Like, it's not going to be no one-sided anything ever. So I'm waiting just like y'all. And I'm waiting to hear what his truth is, so that way I can go ahead and put my truth out as well. You know what I'm saying? And my truth gonna be the truth. So I'm waiting like you guys. I don't know what he's thinking. Kind of disappointed, to be honest, because I thought we had gotten past the whole going to social media thing, but it's all good. But y'all can stop inboxing me because I don't know. I'm waiting to.
Okay.
What's up, Instagram?
Okay, Martel,
really quickly. A lot of y'all been
on my heart for the past couple months. Certain things that I need to address. Certain things that I'm tired of. Some things that I should have addressed a long time ago. But I hate that I'm even putting this out here on social media, but hey, I don't know. I don't know. It's a new part of my life right now, and I'm like really getting adjusted to it myself. But I think everybody deserves to be in a happy place. I feel that everybody should be able to speak their truth, no matter what that is.
Really? Because we ain't heard nothing about you liking boys. You ain't saying nothing about that. It took Tisha or somebody else to come out with it. So when you gonna speak your truth? Ooh, did I say that?
Be happy, and I mean that's what I'm going to be. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to get this off my chest, really. And yeah, I mean that's it.
He said he want to speak his truth. What is your truth, Martell? What is your truth? Everybody's saying you like boys. You still ain't addressed that yet. You still haven't done a video. See how you did a video right here? We need you to do another video and say, listen, guys, this is something that I didn't want to talk about because I was dealing with this and I kind of want to live my truth. And now that it's out, I want to go ahead and just say this, and then go ahead and proceed and say, hey, I'm a dookie daddy. Hey, this is who I am. Hey, whatever, shit. Stop playing in people's face. All right, let's move on. So let's find out who Martell is. I pulled this up as well. This is Martell at the jail with his father. Y'all know his dad spent 23 years in the prison. All right. Let's look at this. I said, who is Martell? Let's see who Martell is. Let's dig a little bit on Martell and see who Martell Holt is. All right. All right. So as you guys can see on my screen, Martell is here taking a picture. I want to say this might be, y'all know he has a half sister. Martell does. He has a half sister. I think this might be her. So this is Martell. That's his dad in prison. You can tell that's a prison uniform. He's taking a picture with his dad at the prison. Okay. Thelonious is his dad's name. Thelonious Strickland, our dad. This is Martell Holt saying this. Okay. He says that he was incarcerated for over 20 years, which was the majority of our lives. Says although he was a hustler who went to prison for marijuana, he had to be something else, because who go to prison for that long for some marijuana? He must have had a whole trunk of that shit. That he was still a good guy. Okay, that's what Kimmy called you, but never mind. Martell goes on to say that the first picture is from a prison visit over 23 years ago. It says that the second picture is definitely recent. He says, as a kid, I didn't blame him for what I didn't have growing up. He says that I really didn't realize that there were things that I didn't have. He goes on to say that I wasn't an angry kid because I didn't have a father, but I was bad as hell. Was? You mean is. He says that my son is the same way, and I'm his life 100% of the time. And I'm in his life 100% of the time. Let me read that back. He says that my son is the same way, and I'm in his life 100% of the time. Now, you said in another video that your kids are very much so well behaved. So I don't see Tank being this out of control kid who just, like Martell is trying to compare Tank to be like he is. I don't see Tank being that way. For him to say here that my son is that way, but I'm in his life 100% of the time. I don't see that. So which lets me know you got a huge problem with your son. That's why you couldn't see him for 56 days. But let's keep going. He says that, yes, we were poor growing up, but my mom never complained. Says that even with raising two boys alone, and to this day, she never made a negative comment about my father. She must have understood the game. He says that my father has been out of prison for several years and has been working every day and now is leading by example. He goes on to say that it's not about where you are, it's about where you're going. But he says that where you've been has given you the story of your life to embrace it and to have no regrets. I don't know who wrote this for him. He says that make your own way and be an overcomer. And how about take your own advice? You can put that right there too. He says ambition is key. Change the narrative. Be the example. Be the leader. He says that don't complain. Instead, figure it out and know that hard work is ahead. He says push, push, push. He says that now go full speed. Certain things cannot be taught. It has to be in your heart to do. All right. Hashtag fathers, hashtag dads, hashtag dad goals. So this is what he's saying in his post here as he speaks on his father and his experiences growing up. All right. Apparently this picture was taken March of 1997 that he shared of his father in prison. All right. This last little passage right here kind of stuck out. It says make your own way, which is something he's not trying to do. You've been trying to sue Mel for child support and everything else and trying to come for her. You've been trying to take the money from your children because you don't want them to film anymore on the show because you can't get half of their profits from filming. So yeah, make your own way. You're not doing that. You're stealing money from people that you're supposed to be fixing their homes, and you're taking their money and not finishing the job. So no, you're not making your own way. You're making some cases against your ass is what you're doing. You're the same person that you went to go see in prison right here, your father. You are no different than the person standing here. Ambition is key, something that you have nothing of, because if you were ambitious, you would have passed the builder's license by now, which is an open book test. He says, change the narrative, which you should. You've been divorced now for 6 years and you're still holding on to something that is no more, will not be anymore. So changing the narrative will be for you to move on and find something else to do. Not even a relationship, because I don't think he's ready for that because he's still fixated on Melody and what she has going on. Be the example, absolutely, because you do have a son that's watching you. Instead of being abusive towards him and blaming him and comparing him to your evil ways, maybe you want to, like you said, change the narrative and really be an example. Okay, be the leader. Same thing. Don't complain, which is something you continue to do and never take accountability, Martell. You said instead figure it out and know that hard work is ahead. Yes, hard work is ahead, something that you know nothing about. Push, 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 which is something we know you continue to do with Melody. You continue to push her till she has to take your ass down there and file a warrant on your ass. Now go full speed, and that's exactly what she did, full speed ahead down to the courthouse to file that warrant. Certain things cannot be taught. Absolutely, because when you have an open book test, you don't really need to learn. You just go in there and get the answers and pass that bitch and go down there and get them damn license. It has to be in your heart to do, in which we know you do not have a heart, Martell, because you are a heartless narc. All right, did I sum that up good? I didn't even write nothing down. That was straight off the top of the head, I promise. All right, so let's get into the second picture that he shared of he and his father. Is that the same girl? I guess it is. All right, so that's Martell's dad. That's Martell, and I think this is this alleged half sister that they're supposed to have or something like that. I'm hearing that he has a half sister in addition to his brother who is in jail right now. So yeah, that's Martell and his dad. He does favor his dad a little bit. So that's Martell and that's his dad, child. Who Lord, but all right. So let's get out of that. All right, let's get out of that. Let's get out of that. Was there another one? Yeah. All right, so let's get into this because I wanted to show this. As you guys know, Destiny had a little situation with her therapist, Dion, to where Destiny called her out in her live. You guys, you know, she did a Mental Monday and she called her therapist out in her live. And the therapist was like, oh, I misquoted something. Tell me what it was. And I'll be happy to, let me stop sharing. And I'll be happy to correct it. What is it? So Destiny kind of had a moment, you guys. We're going to watch it. She had a little moment and yeah, let's watch. She also talks about the scene between Martel and Marceau. She was saying she didn't know it was going to go that way. It was kind of crazy. Let's kind of get into it. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion. All right. And of course, this for fair use and entertainment as well. All right. Thank you to everybody in the chat. All right. Let's get into it. They're saying when relationships cannot be salvaged. Let's get into it. Do I have it sped up a little? Yeah, custom playback. I love it on that. All right, let's get into what is said here. All right.
I'm not even sure where you go with this where it's headed so far.
I took two things that I love,
Sorry,
dancing
all right.
and dogs, and I made them into a successful business.
They got some serious, I don't even know, they got some serious writing to do. I don't know. Yikes. So we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna get too deep into the YouTube street stuff because I'm not even mentally prepared for something like that right now. But I do have some things that I think we definitely need to address after watching the episode. So let me go back and let's reestablish some things.
Why is it lemon?
You called this is again, I think we're past talking about the experiment like we used to in the old days where we didn't know what an all cast event was. We're pretty versed in that now. We know what an all cast event looks like.
This is water, y'all, FYI.
We know what it looks like. So that's what that was. There's a situation there where two of the cast members, well, I don't know if you knew that, two of the cast members can't be there at the same time. So people make their decisions. So that's the setting. We've already talked about how the environment, the climate that the cast is in right now. We kind of built on the issues, two people's issues, and that's reflected in just about all of the conversations. We went over that painstakingly, so we're good with that. So now let's just recap.
You just said something that wasn't really accurate, but I'm not gonna go into details.
I said something that wasn't accurate?
Yeah.
Oh, well, correct me.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, I don't want to be wrong. Correct me.
If I say it, it'll give away something that happened.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's go back. What was your intention of getting people together?
I'm not gonna say starting at fine, but really, honestly, I think we talked about that last week. My whole intention was to get the group together, to have a good time, to have some light fun, and then have a conversation that I hoped would be productive. Because I have one person saying, I don't feel supported by the guys. We've been through a lot together, and I don't feel supported.
Gotcha. So the hope was to get them together, get them on the same page, and get them supported. I think we even came up last time and said, you've watched them do that. You've watched them actually go from almost fighting, going to blows, to coming together and laughing and talking after that, right? Mm-hmm. You've seen that. Have you ever seen Martel attack Letitia? Have you seen that in the past?
No.
So that's a new experience.
Look at Destiny.
And I'm just gonna point it out. You're looking at me, I'm looking at you.
Mad. She's getting mad at the therapist.
That's a fairly new experience.
She's getting mad at the therapist when she asked her about let me back it up just slightly so you guys can see what I'm talking about. She's getting mad at the therapist when she asked Destiny, have you ever seen Martel attack Letitia like this before? Of course, now she's getting her feelings because, it's a real question. Have you ever seen this shit happen? And she gets mad and have this long pause and gets into full attitude mode and just kind of spaces out after the therapist, fake ass therapist, asked her this question. Let's play. Hold on, let me go back a little bit more.
Be wrong, correct me.
If I say it, it'll give away something that happened.
This shit crazy.
All right. So let's go back. What was your intention of getting people together?
I'm not gonna say starting at fine, but really, honestly, I think we talked about that last week. My whole intention was to get the group together, to have a good time, to have some light fun, and then have a conversation that I hoped would be productive. Because I have one person saying, I don't feel supported by the guys. We've been through a lot together, and I don't feel supported.
Gotcha. So the hope was to get them together, get them on the same page, and get them supported. I think we even came up last time and said, you've watched them do that. You've watched them actually go from almost fighting, going to blows, to coming together and laughing and talking after that, right? Mm-hmm. You've seen that. Have you ever seen Martel attack Letitia? Have you seen that in the past?
No.
So that's a new experience.
There's one more job
Crazy.
that I have to finish.
I need therapy after this.
Remember,
Look how she looking.
And I'm just gonna point it out. You're looking at me, I'm looking at you. I'm just gonna say that's a fairly new experience. And it's wrong. It's dead wrong. And I think I watched you point out that you didn't agree with that. There are some interesting scenes in here.
What the hell just happened here, y'all?
As a matter of fact, I want y'all to go back and look at
what the hell just happened here. Somebody clue me in the chat. Damn.
Look at the scene where Destiny and Martel are talking after. I know I'm going out of order. I want y'all to go back. Look at the scene where Destiny and Martel are talking about the situation after it happens.
What?
I want you to watch the glasses. I want you to pay attention to the glasses on the table. Watch them appear, watch them disappear. Watch them appear, and then watch them disappear. We're not even hiding the fact anymore that we're chopping and screwing these conversations. Go look for yourself. Go look for yourself. So we know people are making TV. This is a TV show. Everybody got a job to do. It's in there. It's part of what's happening. And so we got people getting involved. I'm sure you and Tisha, I'm sure y'all have enough contact outside of the show that I'm sure y'all will straighten things out. That's been y'all's relationship so far. So I want to ask some.
Word on the street is Wanda has blocked Destiny. Y'all know that Wanda's already did a live dragging Destiny, saying Destiny had X amount of time to reach out to her before she went live to snap off. Destiny chose not to reach out to Wanda, and word on the street is Wanda has unfollowed Destiny. So it sounded like Wanda ain't checking for Destiny no more, and they were tight. So weird.
Questions. Again, actually, I'm not going to ask some questions. I'm just going, I think I'm beating around the bush because what I want to talk about is so uncomfortable. I'm just going to go ahead and get straight to it. I didn't like the way that scene went. I think most of us didn't like the way the scene went. And I watched you do something that, quite frankly, now this is big sis mode, I never want to see again. As long as you're on this show, I don't never want to see it again. I watched you put your body between two men. That is not your job. You are not security. That's not your job. You have your own issues that you are dealing with. You have your own trauma that you're dealing with. And when I saw that, that hit me. That hit me way different. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that again. I watched you try to pull Martel back. I'm watching men. I think I saw at one point, I saw Maurice get up and get in there. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to see that no more. Sometimes I don't think you realize the physicality of situations and what you're inserting yourself into. Not your job, not your place. Your employer should have security. If things are starting to get sporty, which they were, that's not your position to insert yourself physically into those kind of situations. So I'm hoping you're understanding where I'm coming from. I'm saying what I'm saying in love. I don't even have time to beat around the bushes tonight. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the capacity for that tonight. I don't. I'm actually pretty
well. I honestly, I saw it and I was like, man, I'm really like literally trying to move this man, but I didn't. I think that's just my natural reaction. Like they were getting too close. He was too close to her. I just felt like it was, and I'm literally saying to the people, help me. All the guys, help me. Looking fourth wall pass, help me. And at that point, I was just like, I'm gone. I'm gone. And I didn't even realize that it was, I don't know. It's just a natural instinct.
And I'm really hoping that you take that natural instinct to your therapist. And I'm hoping y'all look at this and figure out what that is, because I just think you're putting yourself in situations that.
I thought she was her damn therapist. Why are you sending her to another damn therapist and you supposed to be her therapist? Like, damn, two people still can't help this girl. This girl seeing two therapists and still ain't got her shit together. Y'all.
These people are grown. Let me. I like I said, I don't even have the energy to beat around the bush. These people are grown. They took things there. I watched and I went back and I watched. I went back and I watched you say, hey, tell Martel, hey, we said we're not going there. And then other people kept pushing that conversation forward. They are grown. They are adults. The only person that I think in your life wants you standing between them and another adult is law. If their name ain't law, I don't want to see it no more. That's how I feel.
She is telling the right.
Yes,
I hate to admit it. I hate to admit she is telling the right, because at the end of the day, guess what? Had they started fighting, she could have got hurt getting in between them, because we all know how crazy Martel is. Y'all saw how they were at Madani when they almost fought. Like, they were very wild. They were really about to start scrapping. So do I think that Destiny should have got in between them? No. I know you always be on this big D energy bullshit, but you are still a female. You will never be able to do anything when it comes to no man, especially when they're fighting and being aggressive. So I don't know who taught you that you jump between two men. Like, hell no, girl. Sit your ass down somewhere.
And I'm pretty high. I didn't get a chance to really
girl, no.
to watch the show, like, because I said I was, traveling and stuff, and then I probably could and I'm kind of processing it myself, but I just that's what I got for y'all tonight. The thing is going so far left. I have no words. It's not, I'm probably being too honest. It's not even entertaining.
Everything you wanted, it's right here, y'all.
Not for two ads that we didn't need.
It's not entertaining, and I'm watching it dig even deeper. Where do people go from here? Where do you go from here? And I know, people probably in our tribe might disagree, but it is what it is. I ain't got it tonight. I don't have it to be politically correct about this show tonight. It is what it is. I don't know where they're going to go from here. I don't see how things are salvageable. I think people out here talking before they process stuff. And these people are responsible for themselves. They're responsible for themselves. As a matter of fact, where it's going now, I just think you don't have nothing to say about it. It's like no comment. Where it's headed now, no comment. And like I said, I don't have it in me to beat around the bush. Martel, he's taking some things further than what you can handle at this point. He needs to work through his stuff. I'm gonna tell you, like I would just tell you, for real. That's a person who needs to work through their stuff with a therapist. At this point, it's just, how are things going with you and your therapist? You don't need to be talking to him about, well, you're gonna talk with such and such, and you're gonna talk with such and such and such. That ain't none of your business. That's what I'm in handle. That ain't none of your business. I just don't know where this is going.
Thank you, girl.
And it lacks all kinds of guidance. Where is this headed?
It's not all on him either.
It's not all on him.
Why is she so defensive anytime somebody says something to or about Martel? Y'all see that? She just had a moment where she paused for about 10 seconds when she checked her about Martel. Now she's telling her it's not your place to be trying to be his damn therapist and jumping in between his bullshit. And now she's being defensive again. It's not all him. It's not all him. Nobody said it was not all him. But you are just so, it's like, why you windmilling so much for a person that have some serious real problems? Like, what is the connection here?
That's not me taking up for him, because we're friends. It's a lot of people playing parts in this.
It's not on him. And I understand, listen, I understand everybody's frustration. I do. I understand. Oh God, I'm trying not to speak too candidly. I'm still trying to be respectful of your job. But if they've been dabbling in stuff in the past, if they've done that, and Martel is coming out here and acting like the moral compass, I can understand why Martel is upset. Martel, you upset, but you're taking things too far. You out here, you don't have no breaks when it comes to Tisha, to a woman. That was a conversation y'all should have been having amongst yourselves. Tisha should have never been brought into it.
Well, breaking the fourth wall, it was other women that were brought into it, and that didn't play out. So the reaction was wrong, absolutely wrong. And the counteraction was wrong.
And I know everybody is trying to figure out where to go with this stuff. I mean, because the foundation that is built on is just so shaky. At the end of the day, if y'all offered y'all family up on the altar of entertainment, you don't have the right to offer everybody else's family up and make them build on this shaky foundation. Make your decisions and freaking live with it. Live with it. Let people do what they do, and that's that. I'm irritated. I'm irritated. I do not know where this is going, and it just don't look like it's going anywhere good. I don't know how you salvage it. You know, I understand everybody's part. You know, like if you don't feel comfortable around people, they made choices, they chose a person you don't feel comfortable. You can be business. You can come in. As a matter of fact, I encourage you not to confide in folks and come in and be business, but don't tear everybody down. It's just, where do you go with this craziness? It's not.
I'm not saying people are saying, "Oh, you started it and you tried to make you was being messy." I actually asked a question that I felt would lead them to a place of, even if it wasn't in that moment, like maybe the guys could have had a one-off conversation if they felt like it wasn't going anywhere, but it just went so far left. And that was nowhere near, not even my personality or my intentions at all, for me to be like, okay, let me, light a match and then like see how it, no, I really.
She is actually lying here. Go back to the scene where she and Martel were in that storage unit, and they had a conversation on them having a conversation about Martel talking to Marceau about it, because Martel mentioned that he did not feel like people who said that they were his friends reached out to him during the time that he was in need or needed the emotional support. And Destiny said, well, we're having this event coming up, so why don't you have a conversation with him? You already knew Martel felt away. You already know he's unhinged. You already know he's confrontational. So you set that up and made it into a game so that he can pop off on everybody. Am I right or am I right? Because that's what I saw. So to now sit here and say, I don't understand why people are blaming me and saying that it's my fault, it's kind of your fault. Because had you not brought that shit up in this fake ass game that you put together to expose every fucking body, then it wouldn't have gone as far as it went.
He said that he didn't feel supported.
Child.
By the guys. I tell him that I asked the question because I'm trying to get an answer. And then it was, I don't respect you. Well, now this is his stance. What do you feel about that? I still don't respect you. And then there was so many other things said in between. And it just went left, honestly.
Yeah. And
Abidasha said I lit the match and left the scene. No, I was there for way too long, trying to literally physically keep these men from getting close to each other.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I mean, y'all have conversations. They can tell you what they think your part was. And what I would say, in life, what I would say is just checking with people. Are you open to fixing the relationship? Are you open to it? Checking it out with them first. Are you open to having a conversation? If people say, I'm open to have a conversation, then that's that. And I think the intent.
That's a very good idea. So why is it that when you had this conversation with Martel in the storage unit, you got Marceau's number? Why didn't you call Marceau and say, hey, Marceau, I'm thinking about having a come to Jesus moment at this little Big D Energy event day at the park. Martel is saying he feels a certain way about blah, blah, blah. Are you open to having a conversation and squashing this with him man to man? Personally, I think that should have been something they talked about, just the two of them, and not open in front of everybody, because y'all know Martel does not like to feel ganged up. He felt ganged up on. He felt that was his moment to get out there and do what he did. But get Destiny, you cannot pour gas on the logs, and then when the fucking fire start and it boom, blow up in your face, you stand back like, I didn't know I was going to do that. You cannot do shit. I can't stand people do that. Stop pouring gas on the damn logs, and then when you throw the damn match on there and the shit go pow, then you looking like, how did that happen? I didn't know it was going to do that. You absolutely knew that shit was going to pop off like that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't think it's my fault.
You started a complete forest fire, and that shit did not have to happen.
Lucy, I mean, people can say what they want to say. I don't. I mean, I can't control two grown men, and asking a question that was open, not even an open-ended question. Was it open? Yeah, open-ended question that should have gave them the ability to start a conversation like two adults. It just didn't happen that way.
It was already a tense moment prior. It was not going to be no two grown men. Conversation like no two grown men between two adults. It wasn't going to be that. It was never going to be
what it is at this point. And honestly, for people to say, there were a lot of women being talked about. A lot of women being talked about that are close to both men. and a lot of that you didn't. Some of that was a lot of it was cut out, because it was a lot. What y'all saw.
So she is confirming what Tisha said in her interview with Carlos King, when Tisha said that Martell was saying things, which Martell stuff was aired, but Tisha was saying Marceau was also saying things and naming out people. So yes, his was cut out. So Destiny is confirming that what Tisha said in her interview, that is factual. Production did cut a lot of the stuff out that we did not get to hear. So
was nothing compared to what happened. Nothing.
Well, yeah, and honestly, I watched people move that conversation forward. When there was an attempt to stop it, I watched people move that conversation forward. So I think what we can do is that everybody can go take a look at what's my responsibility. Go back and look at it. I mean, I think people can say, where there was an attempt to say, hey, okay, let's stop, let's go. And people's like, no, run it. You're then responsible for where that conversation went. That's your responsibility if you kept driving it forward. So take your responsibility for everybody. You know, I'm sure this is gonna come up next season. And then I would say, listen, I would say go in willing to hear what people felt they needed from you. I would go in ready to hear. I'd go in ready to validate any things that resonated as true for you. I would go in ready to make any apology necessary. And I'd ask everybody to do the same thing. I'd ask everybody to go back and look at your own parts and see what part you play in this. I don't even necessarily think it's helpful to be like, oh, this is this person's fault, this is this person's fault, yada, yada. Just what's my part in it? And everybody can discuss it. Hopefully, we'll watch y'all have an adult discussion about that. Hopefully, we'll watch you all have that. But when things get physical like that, you are not obligated to stay. You need to bounce. You're not obligated to stay. I don't want to see you putting your body in between people. And that's my stance. And I don't even care what people think about that. I don't care. That's my stance. And I think your awareness about physicality, I think it's low, Mama. I do.
Y'all hear that?
I wish I had watched it a little bit earlier. So I would have had time, but I ain't have the time. So that's where it's at. That's where it's at. And what I do think that this show needs is to prioritize safety a whole lot more. And I ain't got the energy to hide that tonight. Safety needs to be prioritized a whole lot more. And these conversations cannot be had now with the point that it's at now. These conversations cannot just be had with a couple of people. Let's get together, and you don't have anybody skilled guiding folks through that. Somebody skilled and unbiased and who doesn't have a prior relationship with either cast member. You know, it needs to, hell, y'all need a Yama and her team at this point. I mean,
yeah, it's gonna take more than one episode. It's gonna take a full season. But at the end of the day, like, one of the things that I was kind of reflecting on in that moment and in that scene, you know, I have a tendency to be a protector. It's my nature. And I can't help that. I know you're saying be aware. This is not for me to, I'm not battling you. And I'm not taking heed to what you're saying. But that's my natural nature. And I'm literally, I asked for help multiple times.
Yeah. But I need you to go against your natural nature at this point. Like when I saw that, I need you to go against your natural nature. I get it. But
who protects you, Destiny? Woo.
You're protecting to your own detriment at this point. These folks are grown.
I hear you. I'm listening to Ms. Mildred's question. Who protects you, Destiny?
Well, I think your tribe. I'm looking at some of your tribe, and I think you're getting feedback from some of your tribe that's not okay.
Lord have mercy, this girl.
So
I don't know how y'all
Law is the only person. Law is the only person who's who gets that kind of protection.
All right, I'm gonna pause it. We're not gonna watch this whole thing because shit, I'm gonna be batshit crazy, okay? And we ain't got time for that. All right, but I wanted you guys to see how this conversation went and how Destiny was not really receptive to what she was saying. She's kind of challenging her on her stance. I gotta admit, I didn't even want to admit that some of the things she was saying was right. This therapist or fake therapist lady, but what she was telling her was indirectly okay. It was right. But Destiny want to hear it, and she was very much so defensive when it came to Martel, and I didn't understand that energy. I didn't understand why she was being so protective and so unhinged mentally when it came to Martel. Like, she seriously sat here and just clocked out the entire fucking interview. She literally sat here and clocked out and just stared at the screen mad as hell, like she was not there, like we literally could not see her. That shit was weird. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. But then again, she did say she had multiple personalities, just in case y'all didn't remember. I do have video. Let's play that, okay? Right before we get out of here, honey. Let me play for you where she says she has multiple personalities. Let me find it. Because I got it, girl. Mm-hmm.
I got multiple personalities that I've named Charlie, Lola, Shay Shay. What's the other one? That's 5 of them, I think.
See how crazy you got to be to not know all 5 of them?
To me in a second. But yeah, they all got their own little moments. But
about 3 Kims. Yeah, child. It was Lisa, Teresa, like DMX said in the song. It was about Lisa, Teresa, about 3 Kims. Bitch, you got a lot of them in you. What up, Wente Talk? Y'all shout out to Wente Talk. Thank you for joining the chat. It said that she can't count either. Right. Let's play that shit one more time. She has 5 multiple personalities. Okay, this bitch is crazy.
I got multiple personalities that I've named Charlie, Lola, Shay Shay. What's the other one?
Jesus.
That's 5 of them, I think.
How the fuck do you name off 2 people and say that's 5? See, that's how crazy you are. I don't know when this PAPs are going to kick in, child. When the crazy medicine going to kick in, allegedly. I don't know when it's going to kick in, but girl, right now is a great time, okay? You done named out 2 people and you done said that's 5. I don't know, child. I hope you ain't helping your son with his homework. Because, baby, let me play this shit back. I ain't never seen nothing crazy like this in my life. Lord have mercy.
I got multiple personalities that I've named Charlie, Lola, Shay Shay. What's the other one? That's 5 of them, I think.
This shit's sad.
They'll come to me in a second. But yeah, they all got their own little moments. But we try to keep a lot of them out.
It was Tisa, Teresa. Let me do it in my DMX voice. It was Tisa, Teresa, Pam, about 3 kids. Like, bitch, get off my screen with this. This is so stupid. I ain't never seen nothing crazy like this in my life. But she just clocked out. I got to clock out, child. We about to end this damn live because, baby, I got to go get my child. But thank y'all for dropping by. Shout out to Wente Talk for being here in the building. Y'all go over and check her out over there. Her and the Gossip Girls be over there acting the fool. And every now and then I'll drop by and act the fool too, child. But thank you for dropping by. Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Linda Gam. Belle Wilson, Tyra, KBR, and Scorpion Miss are my usuals that are here. Thank you for my stand-ins tonight. No problem. Thank you to my stand-ins tonight for helping out before my mods came in. Thank you. What's my girl name? I don't want to miss it. Rose Armstead. Thank you, Rose, and thank you, True TV Podcast, for being my stand-in mods tonight until my mods actually came up in the building. Okay. Thank you to all my Caramelians as well for stopping by. Okay. Yeah, let's get into thank you for the other content creators, True TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Messy Hoes Atlanta, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles of Kim K, Love Seen Heard, and of course Wente Talk. Thanks for stopping by. And any other content creators that are here, shout out to the haters in the bushes. Thanks for the view for this video. And that's about it. Okay, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for the support. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. For those of you that are not getting your notifications, please make sure you are still subscribed. There's always an issue with YouTube. We do not have any control over that, but please check and make sure you're still subscribed and hit that But and don't forget to hit that notification bell, all right, so that you guys will be privy to all new content that we have on this channel. All right, love you guys down. I will see you guys later, and goodbye. Let me give my music.